Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I should say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Saturday afternoon here at Alumni Gymnasium. Aaron Morris, Mac McReynolds with you, bringing you the Bates College Bobcats and the Wesleyan University Cardinals. Here's the situation for the Bobcats. They are now 3-2 in NESCAC play after yesterday's tough loss to Connecticut College. Meanwhile, Wesleyan, who are ranked 24th in the country right now, they're 2-3 in NESCAC play after they lost at number 4 nationally ranked Tufts yesterday, but only by 4 points, Mac. This is a good Wesleyan team.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, they knocked off Amherst, who's a really good squad, and they've played Tufts really well. So they have a lot of talent, and they've shown they can beat the big teams. But so have the Bobcats this year, so should be a good matchup, we hope.
Yeah, the Bobcats beat Hamilton, whereas Wesleyan lost badly to Hamilton. But Wesleyan preseason was 8th in the country. They tumbled out of the rankings before fighting back, now 24th in the country. So Bates looking to get their 4th NESCAC win of the year. Wesleyan brings out Joseph Quo, 6'8" forward, Salim Green, a 6'1" guard, Jordan Sears, a 6'5" guard, Harry Rafferty, a 6-foot guard, and Kevin O'Brien, a sophomore guard. That's the starting lineup for Wesleyan. Bates is the same lineup as usual. Nick Gilpin will go ahead to Max Hummel. He'll lay it up, he'll lay it in. 2-0 Bobcats. Those are two of the starters. Jerome Darling, Malcolm Delpeche, Marcus Delpeche as well for Bates, and they lead 2-0 early.
Yeah, I think that's more points than Max Hummel had all last night. He didn't get many shots up, so good to see him get going early.
Salim Green with the ball down top of the key for Sears. They swing it around left wing for Rafferty. Rafferty, ball above his head, looking for some options, trying to get down to Quo. Good matchup here, Quo versus Malcolm Delpeche. Outside they go for Green. That's a right wing three. That's an air ball. That's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Bates' ball. Good start for the Bobcats. They're up 2-0 with the ball. You're exactly right, though. Hummel was shut out yesterday. So was Jerome Darling. Good for Hummel to get on the board right off the bat.
Definitely, and usually he pulls the trigger from long range. But see, hey, if you need to get in close to get that first one to go down, so be it.
Gilpin in the left wing off the screen from Marcus Delpeche. He'll get it back to Marcus in the left wing. Marcus thought about driving. He'll hand it off to Hummel. Hummel from the elbow thought about a shot. Now he'll bounce past it to Gilpin. Gilpin on the drive. He stops, kicks it out to Hummel. Down low, Malcolm Delpeche. Shot over Quo. It's good for Malcolm Delpeche.
That left-handed roll the hook has been going all weekend. Malcolm got that to go a bunch of times last night, and looks like it's still the hot hand.
Yeah, Delpeche yesterday a double-double, 18 points, 14 rebounds. A big game for him. In the corner, and now driving into the paint, and a bounce pass. They go down low, and the bucket's good for Jordan Sears, the junior guard out of Plainfield, New Jersey, and Wesleyan's on the board. It's 4-2 Bobcats.
Yeah, it looks like Gilpin's really trying to push the pace tonight. Let's see if the Bobcats can keep this high tempo up the whole game.
Hummel feeds it down low. Marcus Delpeche, he'll back down his defender into the lane. Shot up is off the back iron, no good. Tipped out. Gilpin had it for a moment, but he bounced it over to Quo, and Quo gets it out to the outlet to O'Brien. O'Brien on the move, blocked by Malcolm Delpeche, out of bounds.
Yeah, they should see that in the scouting report. You're not going to be able to get by the length of Malcolm Delpeche, averaging 3.5 blocks a game. That guy's a wall.
Delpeche has set the single-season Bates record this year for blocks. He is also the career record holder for blocks for the Bobcats. Inbounding the ball is Rafferty. They get it into Quo. They swing it around now for Sears. Sears top of the key for O'Brien. They swing it right wing. I believe this is number 22. That's Harry Rafferty. A long shot for the free throw line's good from Rafferty. We're tied at 4.
Yeah, it looked like he was almost surprised to have that much space.
Rafferty, a senior guard out of New Hampshire. with the bucket. Gilpin ahead now to Hummel. They'll feed it down low. Malcolm Delpeche. He'll go to work on Quo. A battle of two 6'8" forwards, but Quo able to smother him and get the outlet pass now to Rafferty. Rafferty on the move. Matched up against Hummel. We're tied at 4, 17:55 to go first half. Salim Green, guarded by Jerome Darling. Green in the left wing. One dribble, now passes to Sears. They swing it around the perimeter for O'Brien. O'Brien will dribble into the lane. Shot up is no good. Off the rim, and Malcolm Delpeche to rebound. Here's Gilpin across the timeline. The first year. Mr. Basketball in Maine last year feeds it down low. Marcus Delpeche. Outside Darling. Corner three is up and in. Jerome Darling got shut out yesterday, but he knocked out a triple here. 7-4 Bates. So here's Rafferty handling off the screen. He'll dribble to the elbow. Hummel picks him up. A pass is deflected by Malcolm Delpeche into the hands of Darling. Darling across the timeline, the senior co-captain. Off the screen from Marcus Delpeche. He'll stop. He'll bounce pass it over to Gilpin, and Gilpin will slow things down a little bit. Fun fact, Wesleyan's head coach, Joe Riley, coached Bates back in the day. In fact, he coached John Furbush. On the drive, Malcolm Delpeche, no good, but Marcus surges in for the rebound. He gets fouled.
Yeah, Bates gave up a ton of opportunities and second chance points. Good to see Marcus battling, trying to get our own second chance at it.
Joe Riley in his 9th season with the Cardinals. Coached the Bobcats, though, previously before he went to Wesleyan. And now back here in Alumni Gym, leading his 24th nationally ranked squad up against the Bobcats. Bates has a 7-4 lead, waiting for the inbounds pass, and Darling gets it in to Gilpin. Gilpin off the screen from Marcus Delpeche, over to Darling. Another three is up, this time from the wing, and he knocks it down!
Yeah, good to see Jerome heating up early. We needed that last night, but we'll take it today.
10-4 Bobcats, back-to-back threes for Darling. Green drives, he'll kick it out to O'Brien. O'Brien, ball above his head. They feed it down low for Quo, their leading scorer, and Quo in and out on the shot, and Malcolm Delpeche the rebound.
Yeah, it's pretty rare the Delpeche twins have to battle someone who's also 6'8", but I think they're carrying a little bit less weight than Quo. See if we can do that. Get down in the black and get good position early.
Scored in the foul. Marcus Delpeche will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Bates with a 12-4 lead.
Yeah, he beat me too. Marcus beat Quo down the floor, was able to establish good spot on the block and use that right hand and finish through contact.
And Wesleyan calls timeout to talk things over after Marcus Delpeche got good positioning in the lane and gets the bucket. Some early stats. We have them today. Everything's going right. Jerome Darling's got 6 points on 2 of 2 shooting. Marcus has a bucket. Hummel has a bucket. And Malcolm Delpeche has a bucket as well. So very spread out scoring so far. Sears and Rafferty on the board right now for the Cardinals. Bates early on, 5 of 8 from the floor. Wesleyan at 2 of 6.
Yeah, you know, we're interested. It seems like Quo's been trying to back down the Delpeche twins. So far, they're keeping him one-on-one. Let's see if Furbush decides to send someone to the double or if he trusts the Delpeche twins to hold him off, because Quo's a great scorer down in that low block.
And one thing, we have the stats from yesterday's game now. Connecticut College made 21 free throws. Bates only made 8 yesterday. That was a big difference in the game. And so hopefully the Bobcats can stay out of foul trouble here today. So far, so good, as Marcus Delpeche will go to the line for 1. The senior forward out of Wilmington, Delaware. Free throw is up, short, and the rebound goes to Sears. 12-4 Bobcats, 16:21 to go in the first half. Sears handling top of the key. They get it over to O'Brien. O'Brien, crossover dribble, nice drive to the hoop, but he is smothered by Malcolm Delpeche. And he gets it over to Darling. Malcolm Delpeche, the defensive force. Ahead to Marcus Delpeche. He'll lay it up. He'll lay it in.
That's a great no-look pass. Nearly 3/4 of the court from Jerome Darling. Looked the other way, sent the defender the wrong way, and threw it right in the money.
14-4 Bobcats, 15:58 to go first half. Good start for Bates. They've really been victimized by poor starts, honestly, against Middlebury and Conn College. They found themselves down by double digits at halftime both times. But this time they're up by 10 early in the first half. Step back jumper from the elbows off the back iron, no good from Green. And here comes Bates. Darling on the move. Darling on the drive. Darling gets bumped. No whistle. Fade away, no good. Rebound, Quo.
Yeah, Jerome would do well to have a little more patience there. He didn't need to force that one up. It was pretty early in the shot clock. I like him being aggressive, but hey, if you don't have it, it's okay to pull it out and reset.
Rafferty, nice feed to Quo. Shot from the elbows, good. Joseph Quo, the 6'8" forward out of New York City, averaging over 13 points per game with the bucket. 14-6, Bates on top, 15:10 to go first half. Gilpin across the timeline to Hummel in the left wing. He'll feed it down low, Malcolm Delpeche. He'll go to work on Quo. It's a great matchup, and Quo able to block the shot.
Yeah, Malcolm's used to just being able to get it over defenders, but Joseph Quo's 6'8" as well, so he got to create a little more space before trying to put it up over him.
Rafferty dribbling around. Now he'll feed it to Sears. They get it to O'Brien. O'Brien drives out to Sears in the left wing. Sears off the screen from Quo. Almost lost control of the ball, but recovered. Outside they go for Rafferty. Rafferty now on the drive, all the way to the hoop. Oh, over Malcolm Delpeche, gets the bucket. Nice play by Rafferty.
Yeah, nice little hesitation move and finishing high off the glass. Nothing the Bobcats can do there.
14-8, Bates up by 6. A little 4-0 run right now for Wesleyan. Hummel in the right wing, top of the key, Malcolm Delpeche. He'll get it over to Darling in the left wing. Darling feeds it down low, Marcus Delpeche. Shot up short, gets his own rebound. Tough shot, but he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, great work by Marcus so far, crashing the offensive glass, giving the Bobcats second chance opportunities.
With Quo marking Malcolm Delpeche, this may be Marcus's day, as they can't clone Quo.
Right.
Marcus already has 4 points, and he'll go to the line for 2. First free throw is nothing but net. And Wesleyan just made a line change, essentially. They just brought in 4 substitutes, so I'll tell you about them. J.R. Bascom's one of them. So is Nathan Krill. Also into the game is Jordan Bonner. And the man with the bleach blonde hair is Andrew Gardiner.
Yeah, and the Bobcats brought in Spellman and Max Eaton as well, trying to space the floor, bringing some scoring. Looks like they're bringing in Quinn for Marcus as well. So it seems like when the Wesleyan Cardinals sub out Quo, they're going to try to get the Delpeche twins a breather as well.
Right. Well, good job by Marcus. Delpeche makes both free throws. Bates up 16-8. Quinn Leary in, as you mentioned, along with Spellman and Eaton. So both teams making a lot of subs. Andrew Gardiner across the timeline gets it over to Krill. Now right wing for Bonner. They get it over top of the key. This is Bascom. Now they get it to O'Brien, who's the only starter left right now for Wesleyan. O'Brien dribbling, guarded by Leary. Down low they go in the block for Bascom. He's quickly double teamed outside O'Brien. Ball fake, now he'll drive, and we have a foul. I don't think it was on the shot, or was it?
No, it looked like it was on the floor.
He passed the ball. Leary called for the foul.
Yeah, on the floor.
So Wesleyan ball, 13:50 to go, first half. Bates up 16-8.
Yeah, it was good recognition there by Quinn on the first possession. Spellman had a tough matchup there down low. He went over to help and unfortunately got called when he was trying to catch back up. But he better than the easy layup over Spellman.
Bascom post moves around Leary, layup no good, and a nice rebound by Darling. He went way up to get it.
Yeah, we were mentioning that Jerome didn't have any rebounds yesterday either. He really wasn't feeling it, but he went up and got that one.
He dealt with foul trouble really the whole game. Gilpin over to Leary. He'll hand it off to Darling. Darling dribbles backwards, now gets to Eaton. Here's Spellman in the right wing. Spellman, the first year out of Boston, over to Leary. They swing around the perimeter. Gilpin, 8 on the shot clock. Gilpin on the drive. Outside they go to Leary. Leary will drive baseline. Back out Gilpin, 4 on the shot clock. Gilpin on the drive. Spellman's going to have to shoot that with 1 on the shot clock. Back iron, no. And the rebound secured by Krill.
Yeah, you know, often at the end of the shot clock, people throw up bad shots. That was actually a pretty good look for Spellman. Expect most of those to go down.
It was a good look, certainly. Gardner from way outside, not close. An air ball out of bounds. Bates ball as they'll bring in Tom Coyne to give Darling a breather. Darling playing outstanding, though, so far in this game for Bates. And John Furbush wants to talk things over. A 30-second timeout called by Bates. But with 12:56 to go in the first half, the Bobcats have an early 16-8 lead over the Wesleyan University Cardinals, ranked 24th in the nation, coming into the game with a 14-4 record, 2-3 in the NESCAC. Bates at 12-5, 3-2 in the NESCAC. Look at the early stats. Bates shooting 46.2% from the floor. They're 2 of 3 from 3. Wesleyan 4 of 12 from the floor, and 0 of 2 from 3. Bates 2 of 3 from the line. Wesleyan has not been to the line yet. Jerome Darling's got 6 points on 2 of 3 shooting. Marcus Delpeche has 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting. And Harry Rafferty leading Wesleyan with 4 so far, Mac.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we had mentioned that Bates got out to a hot start, and their 7-game win streak, that's typically the recipe for success. They came out of the gate shooting and firing on all cylinders. So it's good to see them get going early. As we mentioned, 8 minutes in the game, that 8-point lead. Let's see if we can keep it and get that momentum going into halftime. But long game to play. We'll expect Wesleyan to make their run. Let's see how the Bobcats can respond.
Coyne off the screen from Eaton, outside Eaton. That's a corner 3. Back iron, no. And the rebound secured by Krill. Here come the Cardinals with their second unit essentially in the game right now. Backing down, the defender is Bascom. He gets it back outside. Now O'Brien matched up against Spellman. 1-on-1 right now, O'Brien and Spellman. O'Brien dribbles to the right. His pass knocked away by Gilpin. Gilpin driving all the way to the hoop, laying up, and he draws the foul. Hard foul, but a good one by Jordan Bonner. As Nick Gilpin had a clear lane to the hoop. And if you're going to foul him, you might as well foul him with some purpose. Gilpin gets 2 free throws.
Right, yeah, Gilpin plays such a balanced game. You know, he rebounds, he passes, he works like that on defense, and he's a consummate teammate, but I don't think he was passing to anyone on that one. He was going to take it in for the layup and made the right call to foul him there because he's pretty good at finishing in traffic.
The first year, Gilpin, back iron no good on the free throws. As Bates, they practice free throws every day. I've been to their practice. It's been a rough go of it lately. Gilpin already has 2 assists in this game, had a steal there. Second free throw from Gilpin. That one's good, and the Bobcats have a 17-8 lead.
But yeah, as we mentioned last night, that was kind of what did them in. So
yeah, they were 8 of 18.
Giving those points away at the line really can add up to hurt you.
Gardner, a backdoor cut and a beauty. And the pass is a perfect one, and going to the line for 2 will be the Cardinals. I believe he got to O'Brien that time, and O'Brien on the backdoor cut draws the foul, and he'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, all these NESCAC players are just so intelligent. They know what off-ball movement is the name of the game, and that's a great cut. Did all the work for him before he even got the ball.
Kevin O'Brien, a sophomore guard, 6'5", 200 pounds. He actually went to Bridgeton Academy right here in Maine, although he's originally from Tucson, Arizona. So first free throw's good, 17-9, Bates up by 8 early on in this one. Second free throw from O'Brien, bounces off the rim and in, and 17-10 in favor of the Bobcats. Here's Spellman in the right wing.
Yeah, Spellman had, I think it was 9 or 10 off the bench yesterday. Let's see if he can provide a spark, and hopefully not like that.
Well, he turned it over there, and then I think he fouled O'Brien, and then O'Brien and Spellman got tangled up a little bit, so Spellman turns it over. 12:03 to go, first half. Bates up 17-10. As that time, Spellman's crossover dribble was knocked away nicely by O'Brien. So here is Gardner, a sophomore guard. He'll feed it over to Bonner in the right wing, top of the key for Bascom. Bascom gets it back to Gardner. Nice pass, and that's a 3 from the left wing, and it's good for Nathan Krill, a junior forward out of St. Helena, California. And the Bobcats lead down to 4.
Yeah, I think good call by Coach Furbich, bringing Marcus back into the game before Quo, you know, trying to get him a little run before he's got another 6'8" monster to deal with.
Yeah, Eaton misses the corner 3. They need him to make one of those. Bascom the rebound. Bonner on the drive, laid up and in.
Pretty finish.
17-15, and Bates without the Delpeche twins, frankly, looks lost sometimes out there on the court.
Right, so much of their offense is run through the Delpeches.
And their defense, for that matter.
Right.
Coyne on the drive, runner in the lane, back iron, no. Spellman deflects it, but it's right to Krill. Krill will push it down the court. Bonner on the drive, bounce past Krill, he'll duck it, we're tied at 17. And Bates wants timeout.
Yeah, that's another thing Marcus and Malcolm do so well. They run the court and are always back there as an anchor on defense. Krill got out in front of everyone, started the fast break and got it back and was able to finish with the hammer. So you hate to see that on our home floor.
So Wesleyan's second unit is showing off the depth of the Cardinals. Meanwhile, Bates' second unit is struggling right now. We just saw Jerome Darling indicate he's checking back into the game. He got off to a great start. Furbush definitely likes to play a lot of guys, but sometimes you wonder, can we get those starters in a little bit longer when they're doing so well?
Right, exactly. Yeah, especially while we've got a couple injuries that are hurting some of our big men. You know, without Marcus and Malcolm, we're a little thin at big man, so we'd like to have at least one of them in there.
Yeah, we'd love to have Nick Lynch. He's out for the year, but he'll be back next year. He had successful surgery. So we're missing certainly Nick Lynch, who played a big role last year as a first year. But Wesleyan has, they were down by 10 at one point. It was a 10-point lead for Bates, but Wesleyan has now tied the game. Bates was up 14-4, and now it's 17-17. It was 17-8, so this is a 9-0 run for the Cardinals. Can Jerome Darling and company get Bates back on track? The Delpeche twins are back in. Darling with it. Now he'll feed it down low, Malcolm Delpeche. Malcolm Delpeche will back down his defender, shot up, and it rolls off the iron, no good. Krill the rebound. And we have a whistle in the backcourt. I'm not quite sure what they're indicating, but we'll see it here in a moment. They got Malcolm Delpeche with a foul.
No, it looks like it's coming back down here.
Oh, wow, they called it on
13.
Yeah, 13 on Wesleyan, and that is J.R. Bascom. So
yeah, it looked like their arms got tangled up. I'm not sure how they could call that one either way, but I'm sure the Bobcats will take it.
Good break for Bates. We're tied at 17. A 9-0 run, though, for Wesleyan right now. They get it into Malcolm Delpeche. Malcolm Delpeche looking for some options. He'll hand it off to Darling, who's knocked down a couple threes already in this game. Right wing for Coyne. Coyne will go top of the key, Malcolm Delpeche. High-low down to Marcus, but that time in traffic, and it's stolen by Gardner. Gardner on the drive, outside Krill, in rhythm, three, got it. A 12-0 run for the Cardinals. It's 2017, and this is their second unit doing this.
Yeah, Krill's had a strong showing so far. A dunk and a couple good shots to go down, so they got to do a better job on him.
Spellman in the right wing, top of the key, Marcus Delpeche. Looking for some options, it's not there. They get it over to Jerome Darling. Darling.
It would be nice to see something from Tom Coyne here. He had 10, a real spark for the Bobcats last night, so if he can get a shot to go down, that'll open the floor up for everybody.
Spellman gets it to Malcolm Delpeche, outside to Coyne. Coyne looks around, gets it to Jerome Darling. Only 5 on the shot clock. Darling leans in, and he draws a foul, and I think he's going to get 3 free throws.
Jamal Crawford, classic pump fake. Even at the end of the shot clock, they're going to go up because they expect you to shoot. And smart veteran move by the co-captain.
Nicely done by Darling, but now what do you have to do? You have to make the free throws.
Right.
9:54 to go, first half. Wesleyan a 20-17 lead, but Darling to the line for, I believe, 3. First free throw, nope, back iron.
Yeah, leaving them all at the line. Looks like Zukowski and Salim Green are about to check back in as well. First time
we've
for
seen
Zukowski.
Yeah, Green, one of their starters, though. So Darling misses the first free throw. Now the question is, does he get 3 or 2 here? And I think the refs are going to talk it over. And Darling just took the free throw. Does that
Getting
count?
his misses out.
I think that was a practice one, I think. He gets 2 more. And now they're going to talk if that last one counted. That he just kind of flung up there while they were talking.
No, I think the debate was whether it was 2 in total or 2 more from here. But I think it was 3 total, so two more to go.
We're going to find out in a second.
Yeah.
I believe, second free throw for Darling. There's good. And it's a 2-point game. Zukowski in for Spellman and Green back in for the Cardinals. He'll replace Bonner. Bates down by 2. 9:54 to go, first half. They led by as many as 10 early here. As Darling's second free throw is, third free throw is good. 20-19. And a full court press here from the Bobcats. O'Brien will push it across the timeline, picked up by Darling. And I guess out to Green. Krill's calling for the ball.
Yeah, they were lucky they didn't see Krill there, but he was wide open.
Gardner cross-court pass. Now they get down to Krill.
That's
a mismatch. Yeah, pass outside, though, for Gardner. Now in the corner. That's a 3. That's short. Krill the rebound. It's going the other way, though.
Yeah, Krill's got a good 6 inches on Tom Coyne, but Coyne did a good job putting his button into him, boxing him out, and Krill climbed over the back.
Basca missed the 3, and then Krill called for the foul. Bates ball down by 1, 9:34 to go here in the first half of action. And now we have a whistle. The clock hadn't started, but Darling hadn't touched the ball, so I don't think it was supposed to start.
Right.
Oh, it's a bonus
they're
situation.
It's
the seventh team foul.
And it's a rebounding foul, not an offensive foul.
A loose ball foul, so that does mean a 1-and-1 for the first year.
Yeah, smart by the Bobcats and Coach Furbich to notice that, make sure that they got all the points they're able to.
The first year out of Falmouth, Maine, going to the line. And the refs will double check to make sure that was indeed the 7th team foul on the Cardinals, the 24th nationally ranked Wesleyan University Cardinals. Bates within 1 right now with 9:34 to go in the first half, and now Coyne to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. But first, Wesleyan will make a couple substitutions here. The Cardinals will bring Jordan Sears back in to the game along with Harry Rafferty. Coyne, no points so far. First trip to the line. Front end, good from the first year. The Mainer knocks it down, and we're tied at 20.
Yeah, Coyne pulls up from 35 feet, so he's pretty happy to be only taking free throws here.
Second free throw for the first year is nothing but net, and the Bobcats retake the lead, 21-20, 9:34 to go, first half of action. Rafferty will bring it up the court. Bates in a bit of a matchup zone look right now. Rafferty now on the left wing. Down low, they get to Krill. They kick it outside to O'Brien, but Coyne with the steal.
Yeah,
Coyne on the move.
Chaos really plays into the Bobcats' hands, and let's see if they can.
Darling, a great look from 3. Great look from 3 from Darling, but he missed, and then I believe Malcolm Delpeche got called for the foul there on the rebound. So 9:11 to go. First half, Bates up 21-20. It's going to be Wesleyan ball, but a good look for Darling. I thought he thought that was going down.
Yeah, he'd hit 2 from that spot earlier in the half. I think you wanted to see a third one go down.
Darling has 8 to lead all scores along with Krill. Krill and Darling both have 8. Here's O'Brien. His bounce pass is kicked by Darling out of bounds. It'll be Wesleyan ball with 9:02 to go. First half, Bobcats up 21-20. Here's the inbounds pass to Sears. He'll hand it off now to O'Brien. O'Brien, the lefty dribble, pulls up from the right wing. Thought about shooting it. Now he gets it into Sears. Sears loses it. And Darling, the recipient of the loose ball. Darling on the move, the senior. Looking around now. He'll get it out to Zukowski. Back to Darling, right wing. Lob it down low, Marcus Delpeche. Oh, the shot up is short. He was open there, but he missed. O'Brien, the rebound. O'Brien will hand it off to Green. Green matched up against Zukowski. Lefty dribble, and Zukowski fouled him on the floor. 8:28 to go, first half. Bobcats with a 21-20 lead over Wesleyan. Bates right now 3-2 in the NESCAC. Although they've dropped 2 straight games. Wesleyan at 2-3 in the NESCAC. They've won 2 of their last 3 after starting 0-2. So it looks like we got Andrew Gardner back in. He'll inbound the ball to Rafferty, the senior guard. Rafferty is their captain. Dribbling there, guarded by Coyne. Krill's been on fire, and he knocks down another 3. Yeah. So Krill has 11. The junior forward has been huge, and Wesleyan has a 23-21 lead.
Yeah, he's another big guy. The Delpeches aren't used to having to chase people out behind that three-point arc, but they're going to have to get used to it tonight. Krill's seeing them all go down.
Darling holding the ball top of the key. Bates down by a bucket right now. Here's Coyne in the left wing. Down low, Marcus Delpeche. Looking around for some options. He'll back down defender. Defender falls over, and he'll lay it in. Jordan Sears has his ankles broken right there. And the Bobcats and the Cardinals tie at 23.
Yeah, I think that's probably the easiest bucket Marcus is going to get all night. Not sure if it was his movement or the defender just tripped on his own feet there, but pretty easy layup.
Green drives, kicks it out to Gardner. He's swinging around the perimeter. Here's Krill, who's been so good off the bench. I think he traveled there. Yes, he did. Bates ball. We're tied at 23, 7:35 to go, first half. Bobcat basketball after Krill turns it over, but he's got 11 on 4 of 4 shooting. He has not missed. Nick Gilpin will give Jerome Darling a breather.
Yeah, and Zukowski's brought in for 2 things: his on-ball defense and his three-point shooting. So let's see if he can get one and go down, because I don't think other than Jerome Darling, that really Bobcats haven't had much shooting tonight.
Malcolm Delpeche in the lane, shot blocked that time by Sears, but he gets it back. Wide open, Coyne for 3, short, and the rebound secured by Krill. He'll push it ahead to Gardner. Gardner on the move. Gilpin picks him up, and Gilpin's going to be called for a foul here. We're tied at 23, 7:14 to go in the first half of action. Nathan Krill off the bench, leading all scorers right now with 11 points. And now Gardner to the line. Gardner, a 6'4" sophomore guard out of Pacific Palisades, California. Wesleyan recruiting some peep guys from the West Coast. First free throw, no good. And Max Hummel will check back in for Zukowski.
Yeah, Hummel got that early layup to go. I don't think he's got another shot since, so usually is the hot hand for Bates in the first half. Let's see if he can pull up for a 3 and find his open spots.
Yeah, Hummel 1 of 1 from the floor. He also has 2 assists. Jerome Darling's got 8. Marcus Delpeche has 8 to lead Bates. Second free throw, no good, but no one boxed out Rafferty. I don't know how that happened, but there was no one near him. And then he gets it out now to Sears.
Yeah, sometimes those little guys sneak by everybody, and Rafferty did a good job moving when everybody's back was turned there and getting to the weak side.
Here's Krill. He'll hand it off, or he won't. Now he'll hand it off to Green. That's a 3 for Salim Green. Not close, brick. And I think they're going to get a foul against Hummel here. Hummel basically knocked the guy over. And you can't do that. Or can you? We're going the other way? What's going on here?
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like Hummel.
Was Hummel being grabbed?
Hummel did have the inside position.
Okay. So maybe Hummel had the guy locked on his arm and shoved him away. Marcus Delpeche having a conversation with John Fribush, so that's good for Bates. My apologies to Max Hummel. He did not foul him. Hummel will get a 1-and-1. I normally see this guy fall over.
Right, yeah, it's usually staying there,
yeah. J.R. Bascom back in for Wesleyan. So Hummel, a 1-and-1 opportunity. That's the 18th foul on the Cardinals. We're tied at 23. Front end is good for Hummel. They need those.
Yeah, good to see some free throws start going down for the Bobcats. Like you said, they need those today.
O'Brien is back in. He'll give Salim Green a breather after Green missed that three-pointer. 6:55 to go, first half. Bobcats up by 1. Second free throw for Hummel, nothing but net. Nice to see. Bobcats up by 2.
Staying in that full court press, trying to put some pressure on them.
Rafferty, the captain. And he gets it across the timeline. Now they get it right back to Rafferty. Bounce pass in the corner. Driving baseline, O'Brien. Nice feed to Bonner, but his ball got knocked away from him, I think, by Delpeche. Or Bates just lost it. In any case, Bates' ball up by 2.
Went nearly up to the rafters there.
It really did. Gilpin over to Malcolm Delpeche, top of the key. He'll try to drive. Malcolm Delpeche will kick it out to Coyne. Now top of the key, Gilpin. Gilpin will direct traffic, right wing for Coyne. Top of the key, Marcus Delpeche. He'll lob it down to Malcolm, but there really wasn't much there.
Yeah, Marcus threw it before Malcolm was even looking.
Fast break for Wesleyan. Gets broken up by Bates, but Gilpin kicked it out of bounds, so it's going to be Wesleyan ball with 6:08 to go first half. Quinn Leary will give Marcus Delpeche a breather. 6:08 to go first half. Bobcats up 25-23. They led by as much as 10 here in the half.
Yeah, and it's interesting Wesleyan's kept Quo on the bench for this long.
Well, here's Krill for 3. Back iron, no. The rebound to Hummel. Well, Quo's got 2 fouls. That's the reason.
That would be it.
Gilpin down the corner for Coyne. Down low, Malcolm Delpeche working on Krill. Tough shot, but he draws the foul, I believe. Yes. Or no. Are we going the other way? Offensive foul, Malcolm Delpeche.
Yeah, Krill's holding his face. Maybe Malcolm got up with an elbow or maybe his own head or something like that.
I apologize, our view is partially obscured right in that particular spot on the court, but it was against Malcolm. So here comes the Cardinals. Bates up by 2. O'Brien, right wing they go. Now back to O'Brien on the drive. He'll kick it out to Bonner. Corner 3, back iron, no. Leary cannot get the rebound. Krill gets it, but then Krill throws it away. Leary saves it to Gilpin. A little chaos under the hoop. Here's Hummel right wing. Back to Gilpin. Bobcats up by a bucket with the ball. Coyne down low, Malcolm Delpeche. Working in the low block. Shot up. Oh, it rolls off. Rebound to O'Brien. Fast break. No chance. Sorry. Thanks for playing, J.R. Bascom. Yeah. Shot blocked by Malcolm Delpeche.
Malcolm Delpeche, nice to meet you. He's done that once or twice in his career.
To Leary, to Malcolm to lay it in.
Yeah, nice move by Malcolm, using the rim to protect himself and putting that nice little layup. Easy offense.
Bobcats up 27-23, 4:55 to go first half. Rafferty turns it over.
Yeah, moving screen.
So Rafferty not turned over, but Wesleyan does. A moving screen against Bascom. Bates ball, 4:54 to go first half. Bobcats up 27-23, and now Joseph Quo with those 2 fouls back into the game.
Right, yeah, it's pretty hard to hold on to the one Delpeche, let alone 2 of them. So Quo's got his hands full, and thus far he's not been able to do so without fouling. So let's see if the Twins can stay aggressive and force further foul trouble into Joseph Quo.
Nice take by Coyne, but he can't make the layup, and the rebound deflects to Rafferty. Rafferty, nice dribbling to the left wing, guarded by Gilpin. Bounce pass for Bonner. They swing on the perimeter for O'Brien. O'Brien off the screen from Baskin will make sure he doesn't move that time. Now O'Brien drive, shot up, good.
Yeah, quick little runner, quick release. Just needed half a step, and he's able to get that off right from his hip.
Bates up by a bucket, 27-25, 4:20 to go first half. They'll try to attack Quo with Malcolm Delpeche. He'll lay it up and in. Quo does not want that 3rd foul, so that makes it much easier for Malcolm Delpeche.
Right, yeah, very smart recognition there by Malcolm, knowing that Joseph Quo can't go up and contest everything. He's got to stay on the ground, so should stay aggressive here for sure.
Bascom will hand it off to O'Brien. O'Brien will drive into the lane on Gilpin. Leary knocks it away.
Nice poke by Quinn.
Here comes Coyne. Coyne, hesitation move, drives, has it knocked away off of Coyne. Great defensive play by the captain, Rafferty. And it's going to be Wesleyan ball. And Wesleyan's going to bring in David Dixon, a first-year forward from Brooklyn, 6'9", 210 pounds. A lanky kid into the game now for the Cardinals, and Salim Green will check back in as well for Wesleyan. 3:51 to go first half. Bobcats lead 29-25. All arms and legs right there for David Dixon into the game.
Yeah, well, Dixon's 6'9" and Quo 6'8", and only one Delpeche out there. The Bobcats are going to have to play big here. Or their small players are going to have to play big, I should have said.
Salim Green will drive all the way to the hoop, high off the backboard. Nice move by Green, the sophomore out of Yonkers, New York. Bobcats up by a bucket again, 29-27. Gilpin to Hummel in the wing. Down low, Malcolm Delpeche. He'll kick it outside for Coyne. Now Hummel in the left wing. Hummel, nice fake. He'll go off the screen outside Malcolm Delpeche. That's a long shot from the wing. It might have been a three, but he misses. And the rebound secured by O'Brien.
Yeah, you know, the Delpeches usually don't shoot too many jumpers, but they've shown this year that they can hit them every once in a while, and really keeps defenders honest when you have to guard them 18 feet away.
Rafferty misses a three, Leary the rebound. Here's Coyne, who almost got fouled by O'Brien, but no whistle. Coyne looking around, he'll get it to Gilpin, top of the key. Bates has to make sure they finish the first half strong. It's been a problem. Leary baseline jumper, no good, short. Rebound O'Brien. 2:43 to go, first half. Bates holding on to a 2-point lead at the moment. O'Brien almost got away with a carry, or he did get away with a carry, and then it goes out of bounds. Bates ball. 2:38 to go.
Yeah, they always teach you can't go up in the air if you're still looking to pass, and he got up in the air, got trapped with nowhere to go, and I think he tried to throw it off someone, but still went out of bounds, coming to back down for the Bobcats.
Bates ball after the turnover. 29-27, they're on top of the 24th nationally ranked Cardinals. Bates looking for that fourth NESCAC win. Right wing for Gilpin. Gilpin will feed it down low. Dixon knocks it away. Should be Bates' ball. The referee, right, we are actually, if you're looking on the webcast, we're above, we're to your right of the hoop, above the basket. Here's a shot from Hummel, no good, and the rebound Krill, so we can't quite see directly underneath.
Yeah, it's tough to see this baseline.
So here's Rafferty with the ball, guarded by Coyne. Bates up by 2, and Rafferty a bounce pass to Krill. Krill on the drive. And Malcolm Delpeche said no. And
yeah, I don't think Malcolm liked Krill hitting a couple early threes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that one felt good.
Krill's a good shooter, but he could not drive there on Malcolm. So here's Gilpin. He'll kick it out to Coyne. He'll fire a three. In rhythm!
Bang.
Knock it down! The first year, the Bobcats lead 32-27.
Yeah, Coyne was hot last night. Clearly still feeling it because that was from deep.
They lead by 5, I meant to say. And so 32-27 the score. Bates on top. 1:39 to go, first half, and Rafferty on the move. Rafferty will hand it off to Krill. He's been huge, but he gets it back now to O'Brien.
Yeah, Quinn's a little smaller than him, but moves his feet probably a little better than Delpeche is able to get out and stay out on him on the three-point line.
Rafferty got fouled on the floor by Coyne, and the crowd not liking the call. 1:26 to go, first half. Bates leading by 5.
Yeah, and this should be a 1-and-1 for the Wesleyan Cardinals.
Yep, 17 foul against Bates. Marcus Delpeche checks in for Malcolm. And Harry Rafferty, 4 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 of 3 shooting. Will go to the line for his first trip to the line today. Eaton will check in now for Bates for Leary. So Rafferty, who's actually their second leading scorer today, tied with O'Brien with 4 points, misses the front end, and Eaton gets the rebound. So here comes Gilpin across the timeline for Bates. Up by 5, a minute 20 to go, first half. Marcus Delpeche to Gilpin, nearly stolen by Rafferty. Now back to Marcus, and Marcus traveled.
Yeah, he walked. Good call by the ref.
1:12 to go, first half. Bates up 32-27, but it's Wesleyan ball.
Yeah, minute 12 to go. Let's see if the Bobcats can maybe get some momentum going into halftime.
They need to finish the first half strong. Green off the screen from Krill. He'll hand it off now to O'Brien, matched up against Gilpin. O'Brien on the drive. Outside Green. Green will kick it out now to O'Brien. O'Brien all the way to the hoop. Misses the shot. Loose ball on the floor. Deflects to Coyne. A couple Bobcats hit the deck there. Coyne to Gilpin. The first year in the corner for Eaton. Eaton back out to Coyne. Coyne falls over, but he's bailed out by a foul call, much to Harry Rafferty's dismay. 37.4 seconds to go, first half. Bates up 32-27. And we got more free throws coming up. Should be 2.
Yeah, we got Coyne going to the line, which I'm sure
bonus.
the Bobcats will be happy about. That dude's pretty lights out from the free throw line.
Coyne so far today, 5 points, only 1 of 4 shooting, but he's made both his free throws. First year. And he makes that one as well. Jerome Darling, who's played well, checks in for Gilpin.
Yeah, you know, I think all the Bobcats probably love having Tom Coyne out there. Even when he's not making shots, everyone knows he's so dangerous from behind the arc. Creates a lot of passing lanes and spaces the floor for everyone.
And nicely done by Coyne, 34-27. He makes both free throws. Bobcats up by 7. And Rafferty will bounce it over to Green. Green gets it across the timeline. Matched up against Darling. 6-second differential, basically, shot clock, game clock. Green drives into the lane, Eaton knocks it away, and now he shoots it over Eaton, no good. Some volleyball.
Still for grabs.
Oh, off of Bates. And the shot clock will be off with 14.7 seconds to go in the half. Bobcats lead by 7, 34-27 over the 24th nationally ranked Cardinals.
Yeah, that was bouncing around for a while, but looks like Wesleyan's going to get last possession to end the half. I'm sure Coach Furbush wants to stop.
Krill has it knocked out of bounds by Marcus Delpeche. By the way, Nathan Krill is dealing with 2 fouls as well. 11 points, though, to lead all scorers. Here's Rafferty with 8 seconds in the half. Rafferty to Green with 4. Green with 2. The pass to O'Brien at the buzzer, and he knocks it down. Wow, that's quite unfortunate for the Bobcats. Nonetheless, at the end of the first half, Bates with a 34-30 lead over Wesleyan. But how about O'Brien, Kevin O'Brien, who was only 1 of 6 from the floor before that three-pointer, knocks it down, his first 3 attempt of the night, so he finishes the first half with 7 points and 4 rebounds on 2 of 7 shooting. And so the Bobcats lead 34-30 at the end of the first half. But it's good, Mac, that they have a lead at the end of the first half.
Right, it's nice.
Yeah, because Middlebury and Con College, they were playing from behind.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and they were playing behind by, I think it was 11 last night. So,
yes.
Yeah, they had to, I mean, it's hard to come out knowing you have to beat a team by over 10 in the half. Now you know they come out, you've played them once, and you've already beaten them in the first half. You know you can do it, you got to do it again. And if you don't, you still have the margin of error to lose by up to 3 and still win the game. So obviously, you much prefer to go into the halftime with the lead.
And it's funny, Wesleyan's shooting better than Bates. They've out-rebounded Bates. They do have more turnovers, though. Bates has forced 10 turnovers, and the Bobcats have only managed 4 points off turnovers, where they've only turned it over 6 times, but Wesleyan has 8 points off turnovers. You know the difference in the game? Free throws.
Again. Yeah.
This time the other direction. Bates has made 11 of 14 free throws. Wesleyan only 2 of 5. So that's been really the difference, and the reason why Bates is winning this ball game right now. 34-30 at the end of the first half. Nathan Krill for Wesleyan leads all scorers, 11.7 rebounds on 4 of 6 shooting. Does have 2 personal fouls. Jerome Darling and Marcus Delpeche each have 8 points for Bates to lead the way for the Bobcats. Darling has hit a couple of threes. Marcus Delpeche has 3 rebounds. And the good thing there, neither of those guys have any fouls.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you mentioned how big the Bates free throw shooting has been. Well, also, Joseph Quo has been on the bench for a lot of the half, and he's their leading scorer. So fouls can really help you in multiple facets of the game.
Yeah, Quo entering this game averaging over 13 points per game. He has a grand total of 2 points at the half. And meanwhile, Coyne's got 7. Malcolm Delpeche, only 3 of 10 from the floor, but he's got 6 points and 4 rebounds. Hummels contributed 4 points as well for Bates. So that's your halftime score, 34-30 in favor of the Bobcats. We'll be back in about 13 minutes for your second half of action. Bates and the 24th nationally ranked Cardinals. Getting ready for our second half of action here at Alumni Gymnasium with the Bobcats leading the Cardinals 34-30 as we get ready to start the second half. And Malcolm Delpeche, 4 more blocks in this game. He has all of Bates' blocks. And Mac, you pointed out that Wesleyan 40% from the floor, 40% from 3, and 40% from the line.
Yeah, that's a line you don't see every day. I mean, we'll take 40% from the field and from the floor, from the field and from three-point range, but I'm sure the 40% from free throws are got to be vexing the Wesleyan coach.
And so far today, it's been the exact opposite of yesterday. Bates is getting the line. Bates is making free throws. That's the difference right now. It'll be Wesleyan ball to start the second half with the Bobcats leading by a score of 34-30. It'll be Harry Rafferty to run the point for the Cardinals. Their captain, as the Bobcats come out in a bit of a zone effort, and Marcus Delpeche kicks it, and it'll still be Wesleyan ball, 21 on the shot clock.
Yeah, everyone knows the Delpeche twins have got long arms, so they got long legs to go with them, and might as well use it, no penalty.
Rafferty gets it in to Green, now back to Rafferty. Bates will open with their starting 5 on the court as they lob it over to Green. Green bounce pass down low, Quo, shot over Gilpin, no good. Krill the rebound. Outside Rafferty for 3. No good. Back iron. Hummel the rebound.
Yeah, Bobcats got lucky there. I'm not sure why Gilpin was matched up on Quo. It didn't seem like they were switching, so.
Darling ahead to Malcolm Delpeche. He draws the foul. Score it. Count it. Malcolm Delpeche with a 3-point play coming up.
And I believe that's the 3rd foul on Joseph Quo, and that's early.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, Nathan Krill did a great job off the bench filling in the big minutes for the big man for Wesleyan, but I'm sure they wish Quo was able to stay out of foul trouble and get some more minutes here in the second half.
Notice they started the second half with Krill and Quo on the court, but Quo is called for his 3rd personal, and Malcolm converts the free throw.
Yeah, and Aaron, you also pointed out Krill's got 2 fouls as well.
Yes.
So if he gets a couple more,
right.
I don't know how deep Wesleyan is at big man, but
well, they had to bring in that first year.
Right.
Marcus Delpeche knocks the ball away from Green, but Green recovers. Bates up by 7, and blocking foul whistled against Marcus Delpeche. Only his 1st personal, though.
Yeah, he moves pretty well. I don't know why he was pressuring Salim Green that high on the court, though. No need for that.
He's trying to disrupt
but
their rhythm.
nearly took it once and almost got it a second time, so I guess that's why.
Yeah, Marcus playing up high right now. Bates up 37-30. Green in the right wing.
Yeah, Bates is staying in this zone look. Both the Delpeche twins, so much range they can cover.
Krill in the corner, and his pass goes out of bounds, but deflected by a Bobcat, so it'll still be
Hummel got a hand on it.
Wesleyan ball, 18:59 to go in the game. And Wesleyan wants to talk it over because that zone defense, it looks like, is disrupting them a little bit.
Yeah, you got 2 6'8" Delpeche twins, and Hummel's got long arms, and Jerome Darling is incredibly quick. Gilpin's incredibly intelligent, always in the right spot. And I kind of like the zone that the Bobcats are playing, honestly.
And remember, Wesleyan, from 3, you look at it, Krill made 3 3-pointers in the first half, but Kevin O'Brien at the buzzer there, the only other guy to make a 3. So,
yeah, and I think that was huge for the Wesleyan Cardinals. Gave them some momentum going into halftime. Well, they cut the lead from 7-4, which, I mean, on paper it's not that much, but that's just a huge momentum swing.
But Bates has taken it right back because Malcolm Delpeche, 3-point play.
Right, exactly, the old-fashioned way.
He's got 9 to lead Bates, and the Bobcats lead 37-30. It's Wesleyan ball, 18:59 to go in this one. Right wing for Green. He'll be guarded by Darling. Green dribbles up the screen from Krill. Mashed up against Darling. Over to Krill. 3 on the shot clock. Krill from deep. Short. That's going to go out of bounds. Bates ball.
Yeah, he had a couple of threes right in rhythm in the first half. I don't think that's his shot, the pull-up from 30 feet.
Yeah, shot clock was winding down, so we had to chuck it up.
Right.
Gilpin will bring the ball up the court as O'Brien is matched up with him. Right wing for Darling. Top of the key, Malcolm Delpeche. Down low to Marcus. Shot up and in over Krill.
Yeah, that's the high-low the Bobcats like to run, where he's able to seal his man behind him. Sometimes they try to force it, but when they're patient with it, it's deadly.
Quo playing, by the way, with 3 fouls right now. Driving in is Rafferty. Nice bank shot. Harry Rafferty, a crafty captain for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that was a smart play by Joseph Quo as well. Boxed out a little early, but that kept Malcolm Delpeche from coming over with the weak side help.
Marcus Delpeche going to work, but he misses the shot pretty badly that time, unfortunately, and the rebound goes to O'Brien. Bates up 39-32. O'Brien to Rafferty, matched up against Hummel off the screen from Quo. Rafferty passes to Quo at the free throw line. He'll get it over to Krill. Krill back outside Rafferty. Rafferty on the drive. Fade away this time. Got it. So Harry Rafferty, the captain, heating up a little bit, and Bates' lead down to 5, 39-34.
Yeah, Rafferty, honestly, I didn't even know he was a lefty until that shot. He just plays really well with both hands and go both ways.
Darling, jump stop to Malcolm Delpeche. He'll drive on Quo, but Krill is able to disrupt it, and here come the Cardinals. O'Brien on the move. O'Brien loses it. Ball on the deck. It rolls right to Green. Bounce past Quo. He'll dunk it.
Yeah, that's an unlucky bounce for the Bobcats. Pretty much the worst thing that could have happened.
Bates' lead down to 3. They led by 4 at halftime. 39-36 Bobcats. Darling off the screen to Malcolm Delpeche. Down low to Marcus Delpeche. Outside Darling, a contested look. Got it! Jerome
Right in Salim
Darling!
Green's eye.
Yeah, right in the face of Green. 42-36 Bates. Green across the timeline. Darling another triple. He's got 11 points. And here's Rafferty. Rafferty dribbling around, now picks up his dribble, gets over in the corner for O'Brien. Bates up by 6, O'Brien outside Green, that's a corner 3 for him. Back iron, no. Rebound, loose on the deck. Who wants it? Quo's got it. Jump ball. Possession arrow. Well, we have a timeout. I think they might have given Wesleyan a timeout there before the tie-up. John Furbush can't believe it. The referees, as usual, doing an average job, I would say, signaling what the heck they're talking about. But it looked, they called jump ball, then another referee came in and said, no, Wesleyan called a timeout.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of players were on the floor wrestling with it. I'm not sure, honestly, how they could give him the timeout there. But, you know, it's so hard on these refs, all the NBA refs and college refs have replay to go to and see if they had, it's a completely different game for the officials as well.
Now we have a whistle, and they're saying it was a tie-up?
They're saying he got the timeout, yeah.
Tie-up, timeout.
Yeah, any sort of hand signal would be great from the official.
Yeah, we'll see whose ball it is. They're talking by the scorer's table. It's funny to look at that. Joe Riley, who coached John Furbush here at Bates, coaching in Wesleyan. And Furbush, of course, now coaching the Bobcats. Confusion reigning right now on the court. It's 16:27 to go. Bates up 42-36. Jerome Darling leads the Bobcats with 11 points on 3 of 5 shooting. He's made 3 threes in this game. Darling's been big after no points yesterday.
Yeah, especially some of the Bates shooters that usually get hot haven't really been hitting much today. So glad we can have someone who can be draining those threes. And today I should say, it's Jerome Darling.
Well, regardless of what they ended up ruling, I think they ruled it was a timeout. It's Wesleyan ball. Rafferty dribbling. He'll hand it off to O'Brien. O'Brien will drive on Darling. Off-balance pass now to Bonner into the game. And Jordan Bonner gets it over. Now in the wing, driving is Krill. Shot blocked by Malcolm Delpeche, but it's going to be a foul on Malcolm. Or Marcus, we'll see. Yeah, on Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm. Yeah, I think Marcus got the ball. Looked like Malcolm was trying to catch him from behind and might have gotten him on the arm or the wrist.
So Nathan Krill's got 11 to lead Wesleyan. Will go to the line for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and that was a brave take by Nick Krill, going try to dunk it on both the Delpeche twins. Didn't get it to go, but is able to go to the free throw line for 2.
Krill makes the first free throw. Nathan Krill, the junior forward from St. Helena, California, has cut the Bates lead to 42-37 at the moment. And the second free throw from Krill is also good. It rattles in. And now a substitution. Andrew Gardner will give Rafferty a break. Rafferty's got 8 right now for Wesleyan, but Gardner hasn't scored. So here comes Gilpin across the timeline. Bates up by 4, just like they were at halftime. 42-38, 16 minutes to go in the game. Hummel comes off the screen and we see the pass now. Darling, he'll fire another 3. Front iron, no good. Was a little off balance that time. It deflects out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bates, and the Bobcat bench can't believe it. But it's going to be Wesleyan ball with 15:52 to go in the game. Bobcats up 42-38. Here come the Cardinals. O'Brien will bring it up. Picked up by Gilpin at half court. O'Brien will hand off to Gardner. Gardner looking around. He'll get it to number 13. That is J.R. Bascom. Bounce pass back to O'Brien. O'Brien to Bonner in the wing. Bonner matched up against Darling. He's trying to back him down. Tough fadeaway baseline. Got it. Not much you can do about that one.
Yeah, I mean, Jerome Darling's just a shorter player, and I think that's tough defense he played, and just as a shorter guy, it's all he can do.
Malcolm Delpeche rambles through the lane and gets the bucket. Bobcats up 44-40. Gardner on the move. Almost traveled. Furbush can't believe the no call.
I thought it was a double dribble as well, but
saying
it
got knocked away. Now O'Brien drives. Malcolm Delpeche the block, but another whistle. And right now, John Furbush is saying, well, are we ever going to get a call going our direction at the moment? Malcolm Delpeche called for the foul. And Malcolm, that may be 3 on him. We'll see if the stats update here in a moment, but he's got 11 points. But
yeah, I think they're sending Eaton in to get Malcolm.
Yeah.
So
that is 3.
Suggests it's 3 fouls.
3 fouls on Malcolm Delpeche, who's got 11 points, tied with Darling for the team lead today. But Max Eaton will have to play off the bench here. First free throw from O'Brien is good. Spellman will come in for Hummel, and Eaton in for Malcolm Delpeche. Spellman has 2 personal fouls, by the way. That's why he didn't play that much in the first half off the bench. He picked up a couple quick fouls. So now the second free throw is short that time, and Marcus Delpeche the rebound. Almost threw it away, but Gilpin able to get it. Pressured by Bonner in the backcourt. Now Gilpin will push it across the timeline. And now finally a foul is called against Wesleyan.
Yeah, good job using his body to protect the ball. Could have been called a couple times.
So the crowd with a Bronx cheer. 44-41, Bates up by 3, 14:56 to go in the game. Gilpin will inbounds. He gets it into Spellman. Spellman to Darling in the right wing. Darling, always a danger to do a step back move. We have a whistle off the ball, and we're going the other way, aren't we?
It seems like it. I didn't see the call, but
they got Marcus Delpeche that time with a foul. That'll be his second personal. Well, okay. 3 on Malcolm, 2 on Marcus. Bates up by 3 with 14:49 to go. Wesleyan ball. Bonner across the timeline. He'll get to O'Brien, matched up against Gilpin. O'Brien off the screen. He'll hand it off to Bonner. Bonner, step back 3. Back iron, no.
Good
Rebound,
by
Spellman.
Gilpin.
Meanwhile, Eaton was boxing out his defender. So here's Darling to Spellman in the right wing. Spellman, the first year trying to get going. We know he can explode sometimes.
Yeah, he's always dangerous.
Left wing, Gilpin. Back to Darling. Darling will reset with 12 on the shot clock. Bates up by 3. Darling to Marcus Delpeche. To Eaton. To Darling with 7 on the shot clock. Darling leans in.
Yeah, he got that to work in the first half.
Yeah, not time. The rest not full. Marcus Delpeche, just as the shot clock expired, almost hit that from the baseline, but no dice. Here's Gardner. Gardner will hand it off to O'Brien. Now Gardner in the corner for 3. No. Eaton the rebound. Eaton says, get off me.
Nice box out by Max. He loves doing the dirty work, battling down there on the boards.
Gilpin kicks it out. It deflects off Wesleyan defender, then deflects off Eaton out of bounds. It's going to be Wesleyan ball, and now they got tied up a little bit. I mean, nothing ridiculous there. They got tangled up right by the fans, and the fans didn't like it, and now the ref's trying to calm down Eaton. There wasn't much room to move there because all those fans are right on top of you. And Eaton having a discussion with the official.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That was extracurricular activities for both of them, I think.
It went out of bounds. There shouldn't be any fouls in the situation. It went out of bounds and they got tied up.
Right.
As they were both trying to get off the court. Off the ground, I should say, as Jordan Sears is back in for Wesleyan.
Yeah, you mentioned it, that one of the blessings and the curse of alumni gym is that the fans are really right on top of the court. They don't give too much room for these guys to work with.
So Gardner will bring it up, matched up against Coyne. Bates up by 3 at the moment, but it's Wesleyan ball. Here's Green on the drive, no good. And we have a whistle as Wesleyan got the rebound. We have a foul on the floor, and again, Eaton finds himself sitting down. A foul whistled against Bates, I believe, as Quinn Leary will check in and Malcolm Delpeche will come back in for Eaton, who wasn't pleased with being called for a foul there, I think. In any case, it's Wesleyan ball. Malcolm is in, working with those 3 fouls we talked about. He's got to be careful. Bonner on the drive, and another foul call.
A blocking call. It looked like Quinn had pretty good position. It might have been inside the area.
On
It looked like
Leary.
he was there pretty early.
They got Leary this time. Quinn Leary, his second personal. 13-14 to go. The foul's racking up quickly now for Bates.
Yeah, they had 6 already. Only 7 minutes, less than 7 minutes into the half.
Right, so from here on out, it'll be free throws for Wesleyan. And now Bates calls timeout. Well, the fouls accumulating quickly for the Bobcats here in the second half. They still have a 3-point lead, 44-41 over Wesleyan. And a lot of these fouls have been on the floor. Wesleyan's only made 1 free throw in the second half, so it's not like.
Yeah, but the rest of the way, even if it's on the floor, they're shooting, so
Right.
they add up.
Yeah, Wesleyan 5 of 9 from the free throw line. So Darwin's got 11. He's made 3 3-pointers. Malcolm Delpeche has 11 points and 4 rebounds, but he has those 3 personal fouls. Marcus Delpeche, 10 points, 5 rebounds, dealing with 2 fouls. Corey's got 7 points, only 1 of 4 shooting though. He's made 4 of 4 free throws. Hummel's been good, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Which in there's been a nicely balanced performance, but no one else really. Gilpin's got 1 point from the line, but no one else has scored for Bates. Meanwhile, Krill has 13 points to lead all scorers. Harry Rafferty's got 8. Kevin O'Brien has 8. Joseph Quo has 4, but he has 3 personal fouls. Jordan Bonner with 4. He's got a couple personal fouls. Neither team doing a whole lot from 3-point range. They both made 4 3-pointers in this game. Wesleyan's attempted 4 more than Bates. Bates still with the advantage at the foul line. So Bobcats up 44-41, but Wesleyan's going to be in the bonus. And Bonner, this is a shooting foul, so he's at the line for 2. Sophomore guard out of Houston, Texas. Jordan Bonner, first free throw, good. Bates lead down to 2. And Bonner, his second free throw, good as well. A 1-point lead for the Bobcats. It's Gilpin, Leary, Spellman, Coyne, and Malcolm Delpeche on the court for Bates. Right wing for Coyne, off the screen from Malcolm Delpeche. Now to Leary. Leary over to Gilpin, off the screen from Leary. Back to Leary, and Quinn Leary along 2. Got it! Knock it down, Quinn Leary, and the Bobcats lead 46-43.
Yeah, I think Quinn wished he had an extra second to get his feet behind the 3-point line, but he got it in rhythm, pulled up for a deep 2, and right into the bucket. Money.
Rafferty, a bounce pass in the corner. They get back down to Rafferty in the wing. Deep 3, and the captain misses short. Rebound Coyne. Ahead to Leary. Leary on the drive. Oh, and he misses the layup, and there's no whistle.
Yeah, he was hoping for the contact.
Yeah.
Rafferty did a good job almost getting out of the way.
Sears got the rebound. Down low, Bascom in the block. Bascom double teamed, and he throws it away. 12:28 to go in the game. Bobcats up 46-43, and Nathan Krill will check back in.
Yeah,
Their leading scorer
let's hope
today.
the Bobcats can recognize he's a shooter this time, because he got a couple free ones in the first half and made him wish that they had done a little better on the scouting report.
Left wing for Spellman, off the screen from Malcolm Delpeche. Now Leary. Here's Gilpin in the wing, off the screen from Leary. Back to Quinn. Quinn now on the drive, up against Bonner, outside to Coyne. Coyne on the drive. Now to Malcolm Delpeche in the corner for Leary. Good ball movement to Gilpin, right wing. Gilpin, the first year, to the hoop. He draws the foul. That's 3 on Krill, and Gilpin to the line for 2.
Yeah, smart take. I hope they recognize that Nathan Krill's got 3, because Quo's already on the bench with 3. It seems like that their backup big man is in foul trouble as well. They're going to have to go down to that first year on their bench, which, a lot of first years can be effective. The Bobcats have a lot of really effective first year players, but sometimes it's tough to adjust to the quicker pace of collegiate play.
Quo getting ready to come back in. Gilpin makes the free throw. Quo is back in. O'Brien is back in. Green and Bascom will take a seat, so they're leaving Krill in there with 3 fouls. So you got Quo on the court with 3 fouls, Krill on the court with 3 fouls for Wesleyan. And Malcolm Delpeche with 3 fouls on the court for Bates. Second free throw for Gilpin's good. Bobcats lead 48-43. 12:04 to go in this one. So here is O'Brien against the trap. Ahead to Quo. Now he's swinging over to Bonner, top of the key. This is O'Brien outside for Rafferty. Here's Krill for 3. No good this time. Malcolm Delpeche to rebound. Gilpin across the timeline. Right wing for Leary. Leary on the drive. Outside, Spellman for three. Short. And loose ball. Bonner saves it to O'Brien. O'Brien ahead all the way to the hoop. He'll lay it up, no good. Ball deflects around. It's kicked away. Diving for it is Malcolm Delpeche, but he goes out of bounds. And
chaos here in Alumni.
Yeah, it's going to be Wesleyan Mall with 11:25 to go in the game, and the Bobcats leading 48-43.
People diving left and right. Clearly the Cardinals and the Bobcats both want this one.
Gotta love the hustle. They feed it into Quo. He'll back down his defender. Good positioning. He'll lay it in.
Yeah, smart move by Quo. He knows Malcolm's got three as well, so Malcolm can't leave his feet anymore.
48-45, the lead for Bates. Lead back down to three. Spellman off the screen. Down to Malcolm Delpeche. Here's Gilpin right wing. Gilpin picks up his dribble. Leary with it. Leary will feed it to Coyne. Coyne off the screen from Malcolm Delpeche.
10 on the shot clock.
Yep.
Coyne,
the first year on the drive. High up. Shot, arching shot, no good.
Yeah, he put that one up way high to get it up over Joseph Quo. It would have been really impressive if he got that one to go down.
Rafferty on the move. He'll drive in. Outside to Quo. Thought about it, but instead they go to Bonner. Down low to Krill, trying to post up Leary, and he dribbles it off his foot out of bounds. Bates ball with 10:38 to go.
Yeah, Krill's got some length on him, but Quinn, I see Quinn in the weight room every day. He doesn't get pushed around too easily.
And now Wesleyan will call timeout. We just saw Marcus Delpeche checking in for Malcolm Delpeche. But Wesleyan calls timeout first. So 10:38 to go in this one. Bates up 48-45. Remember, they led by they led by 4 at halftime. Wesleyan outscoring them by 1 so far here in the second half. Scoring update, Nathan Krill, 13 points to lead all scorers. He's got 8 rebounds as well, but dealing with 3 personal fouls for the Cardinals on 4 of 8 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3. Jerome Darling's got 11 points on 3 of 7 shooting for the Bobcats with 3 assists. Malcolm Delpeche also has 11 points, dealing with 3 personal fouls though, and he's got 5 rebounds. Marcus Delpeche, who's checking in right now, has 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and only 2 personal fouls compared to 3 from Malcolm. And then Coyne's got 7 points. Hummel's got 4, Gilpin's got 3, and Leary on the board now with 2 for Bates. And then Harry Rafferty, Kevin O'Brien backing up Krill with 8 apiece for Wesleyan. Quo's got 6, Bonner's got 6.
Yeah, pretty balanced attack from the Cardinals. Other than that little 3-point run that Krill went on in the first half, they moved the ball pretty well, share it between all their players, and a lot of them got into the bucket pretty few, not easy buckets, but that's what happens when they pass the ball so well.
Wesleyan out rebounding Bates 33 to 27, but it hasn't really been that noticeable in terms of second chance points. They have 11 to Bates' 5, so.
Yeah, it seems like one of the bigger stat differentials right now is that the Bobcats are about to be in the bonus. The Wesleyan Cardinals only have 3 personal fouls at the moment, so they have a couple more to work with.
Gilpin will bring the ball up the court after the timeout to Leary. Now back to Gilpin left wing. Gilpin will back down O'Brien outside Spellman. Spellman, not a lot of room to work with off the screen here from Marcus Delpeche outside to Coyne. Coyne on the drive into the paint, nearly traveled, but gets it out to Gilpin. Gilpin a step back long 2 with 7 on the shot clock, rattles around, no good, but it's tipped out by Spellman to Marcus Delpeche. New shot clock for Bates. Up by 3. Lob it in, Marcus Delpeche. He'll work on Quo in the lane. No whistle, but he gets the bucket, and the Bobcats lead by 5.
Yeah, he'll take the bucket. I think he was really hoping to draw another foul.
Bucket. Absolutely. So Rafferty with it, Bates up 50 to 45. Top of the key, Krill. Here's O'Brien, down low, Quo. Backing down, Marcus Delpeche. Shot up, no good. Marcus the rebound. Marcus can play a little bit more aggressively because he only has 2 fouls. Here is Spellman. Off the screen from Marcus Delpeche. He'll hand it off to Coyne. Coyne kicks it out, Spellman. Corner 3. This time, he knocks it down. And the Bobcats lead by 8. 53-45.
You love the chemistry that's developing between all these first years. Coyne saw Spellman open, hit him right in the shooting pocket. Bang.
Green with it. To O'Brien. Top of the key, Krill. Krill drives right by Leary. Marcus Delpeche, great contest.
Yeah,
and Spellman the rebound.
Met him at the ball about 11.5 feet in the air.
Outstanding by the Bobcats. Now Gilpin in the right wing. He'll lob it down low, Marcus Delpeche. He'll go to work on Quo. It's poked away, but a foul called. Is it on Quo? That would be 4. If it is, we'll see for the ref signal.
Yep.
They got him. 4 on Quo. And so J.R. Bascom will have to check in.
Yeah, Quo's got to be more disciplined than that. Marcus was just backing him down. He didn't need to go for the poke.
Reach.
No need for that.
So that's 4 personal fouls on the leading scorer this year for Wesleyan. Joseph Quo with 9 minutes to go. Inbounds to Coyne. Bates up by 8. They led by as many as 10 in the first half. Coyne on the drive. Outside Leary. Great fake. Now a mid-range jumper. No good.
Yeah, he was wide open. Usually hits that one 9 times out of 10.
So here is Rafferty matched up against Gilpin. Off the screen from Bascom. And Marcus Delpeche reached in, but they call a blocking foul, so I'm not sure. No, it is on Marcus Delpeche. So that's 3 on Marcus. Malcolm's got 3 as well.
Jerome Darling's checking back in.
Darling will check in for Gilpin. Darling's been excellent today.
Yeah, he has. He's gotten a bunch of threes to go down from that elbow extended, so really helps the Bobcats space the floor, gives the Delpeche twins more room to work with, and hey, I mean he's gotten what, 11 to himself, so yeah, he's playing well today.
A 1-and-1 for Rafferty, and the front end is good. He's got 9 for Wesleyan. Bates up 53-46, 8:41 to go in the game. And Rafferty, the captain, his second free throw is good. It rolls in. Bates up 53-47. And Darling will bring it across the timeline to Coyne in the right wing. Top of the key, Leary. Here's Darling left wing. Darling looking around. Oh, intercepted by O'Brien. And he'll lay it up and lay it in.
Yeah, Jerome telegraphed that one a little bit. He saw it coming a mile away.
And O'Brien, kind of a homecoming for him. He went to high school in Maine, hyped up. Bates up by 4. Spellman in the left wing. He'll lob it down low, Marcus Delpeche. He'll back down Bascom, and he'll lay it up, but short. And the rebound to O'Brien. So the Cardinals making their move. O'Brien all the way, feeds, Krill, layup, good, and all of a sudden it's only a 2-point lead for Bates.
That was quick.
Wesleyan making their move right now on the Bobcats. Can Bates respond? They lead by 2, but Wesleyan on a bit of a run after Bates had a 9-point lead a few minutes ago. Coyne, right wing. Off the screen from Marcus Delpeche. Coyne for 3. No. And the rebound secured by O'Brien again. Here comes Rafferty all the way to the hoop. Lay it up. No good. Rebound Marcus Delpeche. Ahead for Spellman. Spellman secures it. Gets it back to Darling.
I think that was wise.
And Darling says, let's calm down and run some stuff here. Up by 2.
Yeah, Wesleyan's been doing a good job. Wow, great pass.
Great feed by Leary. Marcus misses the shot. Lost the ball. And we have a whistle. A foul. I don't think Marcus got fouled there.
It looks like it's staying
Krill.
here.
Krill.
Yeah, it's staying here.
Rafferty got called for the foul. They just announced. So Malcolm's back in. I thought he just lost the ball on his own, but they say it was a shooting foul. All right.
Yeah, it must have been about 3 seconds late.
That was interesting. Marcus Delpeche to the line for 2. He had a wide open shot that he missed there, but then he did draw the foul. He makes the free throw.
Yeah, that was a great entry pass by Quinn. But what I was saying when he cut me off with the great pass was that the Wesleyan was getting run on in the first half. They're doing a way better job of getting people back in transition. I think Spellman was trying to push it and saw a wall of about 4 Wesleyan defenders back in the paint. Made the right call, pulling it out and resetting the offense.
Marcus Delpeche leading the Bobcats now with 13 points. Second free throw, good as well. Bates up now 55-51. Here's Rafferty. Bounce pass to Bonner. Bonner, they bust out the zone again, which gave Wesleyan a little bit of trouble, but Rafferty will just fire a 3, no good, and the rebound secured by Hummel.
Yeah, it seems like that zone with both Delpeches and Hummel in there is pretty deadly, just so much length to deal with.
Coyne left wing, Bates up by 4. Malcolm Delpeche on the drive, outside to Coyne. Deep 3, short. Now Marcus able to tip it, but it's secured by Rafferty. Ahead now to Bascom, and count it, and the foul. I don't know, it's a very good foul by Coyne right there. He was beat. And Bascom will get a free throw.
Yeah, he was a step by him. You know, you like Coyne going up there to contest, but you can't foul him so softly. And players this good are going to finish through that every time. But he's a freshman. He's got some time to learn.
6:28 to go in the game, but the Bates lead down to 2, and Bascom will go the line for 1. (55-53) Bobcats. They led by 4 at halftime, trying to hang on. The free throw from Bascom is no good. Rebound, Marcus Delpeche. And here comes Darling across the timeline. Darling to Hummel, right wing. Hummel to Malcolm Delpeche, top of the key. Here's Coyne, left wing. Now Hummel again. Hummel off the screen.
Hummel can get one to go here.
Malcolm Delpeche, long 2, got it! Yes, sir! 57-53 Bates!
Yeah, if the Delpeches are making their mid-range, there's nothing you can do to stop them, because if you got to keep them honest out there, they're going to blow by you and dunk in fantastic fashion, get the crowd into it. So they'll give them those jumpers.
O'Brien tangled up outside Bascom. He'll drive on Malcolm. Tough shot. He gets it to go. J.R. Bascom, the junior from Minnesota.
That's a tough finish through contact and over Malcolm Delpeche.
2-point Bates lead. Coyne outside to Hummel. Hummel on the move to the elbow to Malcolm Delpeche. Now Darling, they'll feed it down low. Marcus Delpeche working on Krill. Leans in, shot up, no! Rebound Bascom. Both Delpeches have had a difficult time fishing at the rim today, it seems like, a little bit at least. Rafferty off the screen. Now off the screen again. Rafferty outside for Bascom to O'Brien. He'll kick it out for Krill. That's a 3. Got it. And Wesleyan leads by 1. Krill one more time for the Cardinals. Marcus Delpeche to Darling, the left wing. Now Coyne, top of the key. Bates down by 1. Off the screen from Marcus Delpeche. Outside to Marcus. That's a long 2. No. Rebound Rafferty, and Bates better be careful now. Only 4:42 to go. Wesleyan up by 1 after.
Yeah, and Wesleyan's rolling. They really need to get a stop.
Krill on the drive. Again, unbelievable. Nathan Krill off the bench, and Bates is going to call timeout. 4:28 to go in the game, and Nathan Krill
fired up.
Is
rightfully so.
A one-man wrecking crew right now for the Cardinals. They cannot contain him. He has 18 points in this game. Wesleyan leads by 3.
Yeah, I think, Aaron, you had told me he's only averaging half a three-point shot a game.
A make, yeah. I mean, he's a good shooter, but
he's shooting lights out tonight.
Wesleyan leads by 3. Make that 20 for Krill. My apologies. 20 for Nathan Krill on 7 of 12 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3. He's got 8 rebounds to lead all scorers here today. You know, if you told me Joseph Quo would only have 6 points, Salim Green, their second leading scorer, only has 2 points. Rafferty's been good with 10, but those are the 3 leading scorers right there. You think, oh, Bates is in pretty good shape. Well, the problem's been Nathan Krill with 20.
Yeah, and I think, you know, forcing Quo out of the game early might have done the Bobcats in, because they forced Krill in and forced him to have extended minutes, and he's been burning them.
Meanwhile, Marcus Delpeche has 14 for Bates, but only 5 of 14 shooting. Does have 10 rebounds, so a double-double. Malcolm Delpeche has 13 points and 5 rebounds. Jerome Darling has 11 points. But again, you want your big men to be shooting over 50%.
Right.
And they're not.
5 of 14 is a tough line.
They've struggled from the floor. So Spellman's back in. Gilpin's in for Bates. They trail by 3. Krill with a personal 5-0 run. 4:28 to go in the game. Gilpin gets the inbounds pass. He'll bring it up to Marcus Delpeche, top of the key. Matched up against Krill. He'll get it over to Hummel, left wing. Hummel, top of the key, Spellman. Spellman, the first year with 9 on the shot clock. Off the screen, both players fall over. Krill blocks his shot out of bounds with 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, let's hope the Bobcats notice that and recognize they've only got 5 seconds to shoot it.
Darling will check in for the inbounds pass. He'll take over for Hummel. Bates down by 3, 5 on the shot clock. Darling.
Yeah, he gave that one away.
Oh, yeah, you saw what happened. O'Brien with the steal, and here comes Wesleyan. So it's Rafferty off the screen. He loses the ball.
Yeah, nice poke from Jerome
that's a
from
big
behind.
steal by Bates. Malcolm Delpeche ended up with the ball, and here comes Darling. Bates down by 3. 3:49 to go in the game against the 24th ranked Cardinals of Wesleyan University. Bobcats trying to get their 4th NESCAC win. They're 3-2 right now in NESCAC play. They've lost 2 straight. Down low they go for Delpeche. That's Marcus in the lane. That time he banks it in.
Yes,
it's a 1-point
Spellman
game.
set a good screen, got Marcus free to get down to the low block by, I think Krill actually fell down, so Marcus was able to get down to his spot, and he's not missing it from there.
3:25 to go. Bates down by 1. Rafferty off the screen. Rafferty to Krill, top of the key. Krill, he'll drive on Marcus Delpeche. Shot blocked by Malcolm. Crowd loves it, but it's still going to be Wesleyan ball. 3:14 to go in the game. Bates down by 1. Cardinals basketball after Malcolm blocked that shot out of bounds. They lob it in for Krill. Krill will feed it down low. O'Brien. O'Brien working on Spellman. Layup good.
Yeah, he got Spellman off his feet with a nice little pump fake. Reverse layups, too easy.
Bates down by 3 again. 3:02 to go. Top of the key for Marcus Delpeche. Right wing for Darling. Darling with the ball off the screen. 17 on the shot clock. To Malcolm Delpeche. Now Marcus top of the key to Darling right wing. 10 on the shot clock. Gilpin off the screen. Gilpin feeds it to Marcus. 5 on the shot clock. Darling for the tie. No. And Krill the rebound.
2.5 to go. Bates need to stop.
They need to stop in the worst way. O'Brien to Bonner. Bonner will dribble and hand it off to Rafferty. Rafferty on the drive, all the way to the hoop, no good. And ball deflects to Darling. Darling better watch it out. Krill's on the hot pursuit. And he able to somehow get it away to Marcus
Krill was
Delpeche.
coming to trap him. I don't know if Jerome recognized it until too late. That's what his teammates are there for. They got to let him know he's coming from the back.
Bates calls timeout with 2:01 to go in the game. 16 on the shot clock. Bates down 62-59.
Yeah, you know, they got that stop, but Rafferty's been getting to the rim at will, and when he doesn't get to the rim, he kicks it out and creates good shots for his opponents. They got to do a better job staying in front of that guy.
Yeah, Krill's got 20, but he's been supported by Kevin O'Brien with 12 and Harry Rafferty with 10. Both those guys are 4 of 10 from the floor in this game, although Rafferty has struggled. He's 0 of 4 from 3. So he's taken some three-point shots, hasn't made them, but Krill is 4 of 7 from three-point range in this game. He's been a problem for Bates. Still has 3 personal fouls, but at this point 2:01 to go, not as big of a deal. Meanwhile, Marcus Delpeche leads the Bobcats with 16 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Malcolm Delpeche has 13 points and 5 rebounds. Jerome Darling has cooled off a little bit, but still has 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists for Bates. Trailing here by a score of 62-59 with 2:01 to go in the game. In a game that really they need to win, because if they lose this game, they would then fall to 3-3. Be their 3rd straight loss in NESCAC play, and their schedule's so backloaded they have Tufts staring at them in their next matchup. And
Right, yeah, if they lose this one, they really either Tufts or Trinity is a must-win, and both those teams are usually pretty tough against the Bobcats, especially this year. So they'd like to get this one if they can.
Jerome Darling out of the timeout will dribble it up the court. Bates down by 3, a minute 56 left. Left wing for Gilpin. Gilpin to Spellman in the corner. Spellman on the drive, all the way, fancy shot, draws the foul. He'll get 2.
Yeah, I don't know if even Spellman thought he was going to actually put that one in, but he did a good job of hanging in the air, feeling the contact and throwing it up and earning his free trip to the line.
Spellman's been quiet today. He made that 1 3-pointer earlier, so he's got 3 points, 2 rebounds, and now he's to the line for 2.
Yeah, but Spellman's a microwave. You know, he heats up quickly, so I was going to say, if he can see these free throws go down, maybe he can heat up.
He's normally so good at the line. That's really frustrating if you're Bates. A minute 47 to go. He misses the first free throw. Spellman, his 2nd free throw. That one rattles in, and Bates down by 2. And Joseph Quo will enter the game for Bascom, who gave them some good minutes off the bench. And Quo, of course, does have 4 fouls.
Yeah, he's got 4, but, you know, there's only a minute 47 to go, so. not the worst thing that could happen. Just getting one more foul, missing a minute. So.
It's a 2-point game in Alumni Gym. Wesleyan leads. 1:40 left. Here's Bonner, matched up against Gilpin. Bonner will drive past him to the hoop. He's blocked by both Delpeches. Bates can tie or take the lead.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision to go at the rim so early in the shot clock. Going at the rim with both Delpeches in there is always tough.
Malcolm backs him down against the bucket. We're tied.
Nice little spin move, put it up with the left hand. Malcolm's left hand's been hot all weekend.
Rafferty across the timeline. And it's timeout Wesleyan. 1:10 to go. We're tied at 62.
Yeah, let's see if the crowd can get into it now. It's a home game. We got to use that sixth man.
Absolutely. It'll be Wesleyan ball out of the timeout. Both teams in the bonus now. 62-62, 1:10 left. Malcolm Delpeche, he went right at Quo with those 4 personal fouls and got the bucket.
Yeah, a nice little roll, and Malcolm's left-handed hook shot he's developed and is, at this point, deadly.
And you talk about the Bobcats needing to win this game. Well, Wesleyan's 2-3.
Right.
So if they were to lose this game, they're staring at 2-4 in NESCAC play. And a weekend sweep because they lost to Tufts yesterday. No shame losing to Tufts.
Well, they played Tufts well.
Right.
I think they lost by 5 or
lost
something.
by 4, yeah. 77-73 yesterday. Today a little bit lower scoring, 62 all. 1:10 to go. And Wesleyan will have Krill, Quo, O'Brien, Rafferty, and Bonner out of the timeout on the court. And of course, you got to watch out for Krill.
Yeah. I hope the Bobcats have noticed that at this point, that guy can shoot the 3 ball.
And of course, they probably won't be afraid to go to Quo either. Quo only has 6 today, but he's dangerous.
Yeah, after the course of the season, I'm sure they trust him in crunch time, even if he's been cold today and been on the bench for most of today.
Spellman, Coyne, Gilpin, and Delpeches for Bates. All right, here we go. 1:09, tied up. Rafferty with it, matched up against Coyne. Rafferty off the screen from Krill. Crowd chanting defense. O'Brien on the drive. Out to Rafferty. Matched up against Coyne. Rafferty for 3. That's the first one he's made all night.
Yeah, and Coyne closed out on him and his hand up high. Just fearless shot there from Rafferty.
The captain has given Wesleyan a 3-point lead under a minute to go. Spellman on the drive. He's fouled on the floor by O'Brien with 38.8 seconds to go, and Bates will get a 1-and-1.
I think it should have been a shooting foul. Or there, yeah.
He was fouled on the floor. He was driving, and they fouled him, yeah. He hadn't gone up with it. Salim Green, who's been quiet, will check back in for the Cardinals.
Yeah, so, assuming he makes at least 1 or 2, 1, if not 2, it'll be around a 9-second differential.
He missed a free throw. That might
maybe it was, assume my assumption was wrong.
Down by 3, and now they have to foul, and they foul Rafferty with 31.4 seconds left. So, Harry Rafferty, who was 0 of 4 from 3, pulled up from the top of the key and drilled the 3. At the same time, on his way to possibly sinking the Bobcats here. And now he's to the line. It should be a 1-and-1. Front end, no good.
Bobcats still alive.
Hope for Bates. A 3 would tie it.
Is he going to let him play? Yeah, it looks like John Furbish doesn't want the timeout. He's going to let him play live.
Spellman with 22 seconds to go. Spellman hands it off to Coyne. Coyne might be your guy. We'll see. Now Gilpin. 15 seconds to Coyne. Coyne. He'll drive. Oh, and he draws the foul, but he does not quite finish with 7.8 seconds left. And he's fouled by Krill. That's 4 on Krill, but it doesn't matter now, as he'll get 2 free throws. But if he could have just finished right there, they'd have a chance to tie.
Yeah, that would have been a huge play. I thought it was an interesting call, but I'm not sure if the Bobcats have any timeouts left or not. But if so, it's interesting that John Furbish didn't take the timeout and maybe put in another shooter for one of the Delpeches just for that last offensive set. But, 8 seconds to go now. You're going to have to play the free throw game the rest of the way.
Well, they just called timeout to talk things over, so they had one at least. Look at it now. It's 65-62 Wesleyan. Tom Coyne will get 2 free throws. He's made all 4 of his free throw attempts so far in this game. He's got 7 points in the contest. But Bates is down 3. So they'll have to foul. And they're obviously talking right now, obviously they prefer to try to steal the inbounds pass, but assuming Wesleyan can get the inbounds pass cleanly, if Coyne's able to make these free throws, and then Wesleyan would be in the double bonus, so they would get 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you assume about at least a second maybe trickles off the clock before they get the foul called. So it looks like the Bobcats will have around 6 seconds to work with. The question is, are they going to be down 2? Are they going to be down 3? We're hoping that he hits 2 here, so hopefully the maximum he can be down is 3. But yeah, you know, it's big players make big shots. Tom Coyne's made big shots in the past. A lot of these players have. So we'll be interested to see who Furbush comes out of this timeout with and trust at the end of the last 8 seconds of the game.
7.8 seconds left. Wesleyan looking to move to 3-3. Bates looking to try to avoid falling to 3-3 in NESCAC play. Tom Coyne, the first year, will get 2 free throws out of the timeout. Tufts ended up beating Connecticut College 183. Amherst beat Colby 81-67. Coyne makes the first free throw. Trinity's going to beat Bowdoin pretty easily. This is the only close game today in the NESCAC. 2-point game. Coyne, his second free throw is good. 1-point game.
Jerome Darling's in for Coyne.
Darling in for Coyne. With 7.8 seconds to go, it's a 1-point game in Alumni Gym. O'Brien with the crowd yelling at him will inbounds. They get it in, and now Bates fouls Rafferty. Rafferty today is 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and he'll get 2 free throws here.
Yeah, Rafferty's already proven he's got ice in his veins with that 3-point shot. So
he is their captain. Yep, the senior captain. With 6 seconds to go and Wesleyan up by 1 will get 2 free throws. Double bonus time for the Cardinals, and John Furbush wants to talk things over.
Yeah, took the trick out of an NFL player's playbook here. I think he's trying to ice Rafferty, make him really consider what he's about to do,
and also discuss what offensive play they'll want to run.
Right after
the 2 free throws.
Right, exactly.
Because ideally for Bates, he misses both. But if you were to split the free throws, then Wesleyan can't do any tricks, because if he makes both free throws, what Wesleyan could do is just foul.
Right, exactly.
And then you
trade in 2 when you only need 3.
You're shooting 1 and 1. You're not even necessarily even getting 2 points out of that bargain. So if Rafferty misses 1 or both of these free throws, Bates is in a much better situation to try to get a last-second shot than if he makes them both. But some coaches don't believe in doing that, so who knows what Mr. Riley believes. 65,
we'll find out.
Yeah, well, maybe. We'll see. 65-64 Wesleyan, 6 seconds to go. And Rafferty will get 2 free throws, the senior captain. And you would think the Bobcat faithful would make some noise here. We'll see. Try to distract Rafferty.
Yeah, you know, back in my underclassmen days, I think in the second half, usually the opponent was shooting right in front of the student section. I don't know when they decided to switch that up, but seems to take the pressure off of the opponent a little bit.
Harry Rafferty with 2 big free throws with 6 seconds to go. Bates will have Spellman, Darling, Gilpin, and the Delpeches, and here comes the noise. First free throw for Rafferty. No problem. 2-point lead for Wesleyan, 6 seconds left. And now Rafferty with a smile on his face will attempt a second free throw. He makes them both. 3-point game. And now will Wesleyan try to foul? Up by 3. Jordan Sears back in for Wesleyan. Bates needs a 3 to tie this game up. They get to Darling. Darling letting the ball roll for a little bit. Now he'll push it up. Hard screen from Delpeche. Darling leans in for 3. Air ball. It's over. Wesleyan wins by 3. 67-64 over the Bobcats.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough, especially considering we had that lead at halftime. But, you know, close game, contested game. As we mentioned, Wesleyan's ranked in the top 25, so can't be too unhappy with that effort. You never feel good coming away with a loss, but they played one of the best teams in the country very well. And I think it was definitely, we all thought it was a winnable game for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Wesleyan entered the year 8th in the country. They're currently 24th in the country, and Wesleyan pulls out a narrow victory, 67-64, and well, it was Nathan Krill. Nathan Krill, that three-pointer that gave them the lead, followed that up with a layup. That personal 5-0 run ended up being the difference in the game. Bates could never get the lead back after that sequence of events, and some missed free throws, not too many from Bates, but a couple of front ends they missed, and one-on-one situations didn't help either. But Wesleyan ends up outscoring the Bobcats by 7 in the second half, and they take it 67-64 behind 20 points from Nathan Krill, 15 from the captain, Harry Rafferty, and he had that huge three from the top of the key.
Right.
The game was tied at that point, and the Bobcats never had the lead again after that Krill run, but they never even tied it again after that Rafferty three.
Yeah, that was really the dagger, and then Rafferty went back to the line a couple times after that and iced it. But, yeah, I agree. I think that three-pointer was definitely the shot of the night.
His first and only made three-pointer of the game ends up sinking Bates. Marcus Delpeche, 16 points to lead the Bobcats. He had a double-double, 11 rebounds, although he struggled from the floor, 6 of 15 from the floor, 4 or 5 from the line, which is a good sign. 15 from Malcolm Delpeche. He had 5 rebounds. 11 from Jerome Darling. Couldn't make that tough three. He was hoping to get a whistle, I think, there, but it just wasn't meant to be there at the end.
Yeah, trying to hang in the air like that, it's always a tough shot to get it all the way up to the rim. It looked like it was on line from our angle, just a little bit short.
And then Coyne had 9, Hummel had 4, Spellman had a rough game with 4 points, Gilpin with 3, Leary with 2 for the Bobcats. And O'Brien also backed up Krill and Rafferty with 12 points of his own, 6 for Quo. And Bates loses this game 67-64. Wesleyan shot the ball better. They hit one more three-pointer, and the free throw differential ended up being that big. Bates still made more free throws. But
yeah, I think the Wesleyans might have just been a little bit more timely.
Bobcats got out-rebounded by 5 in this game. Bobcats won the turnover battle, but neither team really turned it over that much in this particular game. So tough one for Bates, certainly. They are now 3-3 in the NESCAC. They started 3-0, and now they are 3-3. They've lost 3 consecutive home games, which is pretty tough to swallow if you're Bates. They get a non-conference game on Wednesday at Salem State to try to get some things worked out, and then, oh boy, they are back home Saturday, but they are back home against the 4th-ranked Tufts University Jumbos, who have not lost in NESCAC play. That'll be a 3 o'clock tip Saturday, January 28th, our next men's broadcast. Bates at 3-3 now in NESCAC play. They typically need 5 wins to make the NESCAC tournament. The problem is it's Tufts. It's at Amherst. It's at Trinity.
Right.
And
it's
then
the big
Williams.
boys.
So
yeah.
they have to pull off at least one upset and beat Williams down the stretch to get those 5 NESCAC wins. We'll see what happens. We'll be back on the air again a week from today, 3 o'clock against Tufts. Any final thoughts for you?
I just say, Bates Bobcat faithful out there. Our team has shown this year they can do. When our shooters are hot and the Delpeche are playing well, I don't see any team in the country beating us. We don't forget that we've got so much talent on this team, and definitely keep tuning in and hope that we can inspire our boys to a victory in the next one.
Yeah, and Tufts, obviously they're having a great year, but no one is unbeatable. So it'll be a fun one next Saturday. Hopefully we'll get a big crowd here when the Jumbos come to town. So for Mac, I'm Aaron. Thanks so much for tuning in to this broadcast. Again, Wesleyan wins it 67-64.